Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Look, I know we're playing this game again, or at least in the background, because today I want to talk about something very crazy, and I already know half of you clicked this video to laugh. LMFAO top 10 of all time? Yes.
Oh, hell no!
I am being dead ass. Not top 10 rappers, not top 10 EDM artists, not even top 10 party artists, but top 10 artists. And before you do anything or click off, just hear me out. Alright? I'm going to explain in this video of why that's my opinion. Because I'm not ranking them off of lyrical depth. I'm also not doing it because of emotional vulnerability, but I'm doing it because of impact, their impact, cultural takeover, replay value, influence, and pure dominance in the era that they made music. And when you actually look at what LMFAO did in just 2 albums, by the way, 2 albums, that is crazy to think about. It's genuinely insane. So first off, for context, before we even get into their songs and everything else, I'm going to explain a tiny explanation of who they are if you don't know who they are, which would be kind of surprising because they were completely popular like decades ago. But yeah, quick context. LMFAO was an American electronic dance duo, music duo, formed in 2006 in LA, California. The group consisted of Red Foo, Stephen Kendall Gordy, and Sky Blue, Skylar Austin Gordy, which, if I remember correctly, I think it's uncle and nephew or cousin. I honestly forget who the duo was fully and all that. They blended electro hop, EDM, pop, and rap into high energy party anthems, which, when you look at the album titles and covers of them and the music videos that they made, you could see on how intense they were going for the party rock persona and all that. They exploded globally in 2011 with Party Rock Anthem and Sexy and I Know It, both of which topped the Billboard Top 100 and became international phenomena. They released 2 studio albums, which, first one, most people kind of might not know. Party Rock came out in 2009, and Sorry for Party Rocking exactly 2 years later, 2011. They even performed at the Super Bowl, one of the Super Bowl halftime shows with Madonna, which I actually didn't know that. That was a cool thing that I looked into and saw that. They had the Party Rock clothing line. They had some of the most ridiculous and memorable music videos of that era. And then, in unfortunately, September 2012, they announced an indefinite hiatus. 2 albums, that's it. That's all they made was exactly 2 albums, and they left a crater in pop culture. That's what matters. Section 1. We're going to talk about the first album, Party Rock, came out, released January 1st, 2009. 14 songs, 49 minutes long. Let's go. Track list consists of Rock the Beat, I'm in Miami Bitch, Get Crazy, Little Hamster Girl, La La La, What Happens at the Party, Leaving You for the Groove, I Don't Want to Be, Shots, Bounce, I Shake, I Move, I Am Not a Whore, Yes, Scream My Name. And here's what people forget. In 2009, EDM wasn't fully mainstream in America yet. The club sound was growing, but it hadn't completely taken over pop radio. LMFAO helped kick that door open. I Am in Miami Bitch was everywhere. Shots with Lil Jon. That song permanently altered college party culture. Not even kidding, during that time, it's still getting played in all these videos and stuff, especially when shots are involved. Even weddings that I've gone to recently, even last year, Shots was still played, and that came out in 2009. It's 2 decades, and I'm still almost 2 decades, and I'm still hearing it. Yeah, you couldn't walk into a party without hearing shots, 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 and shots. You already finished the line in your head. That's dominance. And the thing about Party Rock as an album is consistently, it knew exactly what it was. It wasn't trying to be deep. It wasn't trying to win a Grammy for lyricism. It was engineered for energy, and it worked. If you listen to that album alone, like just by itself without listening to the other one, you're completely energetic throughout the entire thing. At least that's what I was. It's like trying to listen to Daft Punk as well. It's just like, my God. Section 2. We are now gonna talk about the second album, called Sorry for Party Rocking, released January 1st, 2011, exactly 2 years later. This is where the takeover happens. The track list consists of Rock the Beat 2, Sorry for Party Rocking, Party Rock Anthem, Sexy and I Know It, Champagne Showers, One Day, Take It to the Hole, Best Night, All Night Long, and With You. Then they released a deluxe version literally at the same time as well, that added four more songs, called Put That Ass to Work, We Came Here to Party, Reminds Me of You, and then Hot Dog. Some weird names, but we'll get to that. This album is ridiculous. Party Rock Anthem wasn't just a hit, it was a global event. The shuffle dance went worldwide, every school dance played it, every sports arena played it, every wedding DJ still plays it, which is true. You still see Party Rock Anthem everywhere. Even when I was going to school and all that at the time, you saw it constantly. You can't escape it. It, like we talked about before, the song topped the Billboard Hot 100. Then they followed it with Sexy and I Know It, another Hot 100, #1. I mean, it was fucking crazy. 2 cultural nukes back to back. Most artists don't even get one of those in their entire career. They dropped 2 in one album. That's not luck. That's moment control, dude. It was insane when it came out. It's still like, to this day, I can even show it, like even say it too, with, yeah, Party Rock Anthem. Let's look. 2.5 billion views, and it came out 14 years ago on YouTube at least. And then Sexy and I Know It, 1.1 billion views 14 years ago. Like, dude, you can't be for real on this. It's crazy. All right, section 3. Now here's where people are probably gonna get mad. Bro, they don't even rap about anything. Correct. They weren't trying to. You don't judge a Lamborghini for not being a pickup truck. LMFAO understood their assignment. Their goal wasn't introspection, it was movement. They made songs that forced people to dance, and music at its core is emotional manipulation through sound. Did they make people feel? Yes. Excited, confident, free, and unapologetic. That counts. Not even kidding. When you listen to one of those songs, especially Party Rock Anthem, or the ones that are very intense on being like happy and all that, that gets people in great moods. If, they aren't, kind of mean about it and all that. But yeah, it hypes you up. It gets you going. All right, section 4. Cultural dominance. From 2009 to 2012, they owned the party scene. They had Billboard #1 hits, the Super Bowl performance with Madonna, massive global tours, a fashion identity, and viral choreography, or however to say it. I'm really bad at words. They weren't just musicians, they were a brand. They had the hair, the glasses, the leopard prints, even the party rock persona that I mentioned way earlier in the video. You instantly recognize them. That level of branding is rare. Alright, section 5. 2 albums, 0 misses. Here's the controversial part. Between Party Rock and Sorry for Party Rocking, there's not a single song that feels like it didn't belong. Everything fits the energy. Everything pushes the theme. Even the ridiculous titles like I Am Not a Whore, it fits the chaotic party identity. They committed fully. No half measures. Section 6. Why they're top 10, in my opinion at least. Here's my criteria for basing on this specific part. #1, they had impact. #2, the replay value. #3, the cultural relevance. #4, the era dominance, and number 5, the influence they had during that time period. Impact, massive. Replay value, still played in 2026. Cultural relevance, still memeable. Era dominance, 2011 was theirs. Influence, EDM pop explosion followed. You can draw a straight line from LMFAO to the EDM wave that flooded mainstream radio in the early 2010s. They helped normalize that sound. Section 7. The unfortunate hiatus. In September 2012, they announced an indefinite hiatus, and honestly, that almost helps their legacy. They didn't overstay, they didn't decline publicly, and they dropped 2 massive albums, dominated, and then just disappeared. Redfoo pursued solo work and even made a professional tennis debut in 2025, which that's actually pretty cool in my opinion. And honestly, when like looking at him and the music videos and stuff, it kind of fits him. Like I could probably like insert like a photo or whatever of a picture of him, you know, looking like he's a tennis player. He genuinely fits it. It makes sense. And then Sky Blue stepped back from the spotlight, but the LMFAO era remains frozen in time, and sometimes that's better. All right, Section 8. I already know most of the comments are probably going to be like, they're corny. You're not wrong. They're cringe. Well, yeah, of course they are. That was a weird era. Absolutely. I mean, come on, it's 2009 to 2011. Of course it's like a weird era, because that's how it was back then. You could be cringe and you got popular over it because it's so dumb. I mean, look at Justin Bieber Baby, for example, and fucking that one song called Friday by Rebecca Black. I mean, those songs are really stupid, but guess what? Look at where they are now. Still popular and still being played. But cringe doesn't erase impact. If anything, it made them more memorable. You don't remember safe artists, you remember loud ones. Alright, look. You don't have to put LMFAO in your personal top 10, but if we're talking about artists who, 1, took over globally, 2, created generational anthems, 3, defined a party era, and 4, did it all in 2 albums alone. They did make... There is a song that I didn't mention that they made. It was just a song, but it was from the One Love Deluxe. Well, the One Love album came out in 2009. They did a song with David, Chris Willis, and Fergie called Getting Over You. And it's kind of a good song, but, I mean, I wouldn't always listen to it constantly, but it's still a pretty good song, and it came out during 2009 still, so it made sense. You can't ignore them. They might not be in your top 10, but saying they don't have an argument, that's kind of crazy. And honestly, that's my hot take. I didn't expect, actually, honestly, I didn't expect to talk so quick. I feel like I talked a bit too quick on it, but yeah, this is honestly, it is a bit much saying top 10, but it's generally my hot take for today. But anyway, that's basically, you know, I wanted to talk about, because I will say I did listen to all, like, straight up listen to both albums, you know, pretty much back to back, and I personally enjoyed it, because at first I was like, you know, I only listened to 3 songs, and they were good, but never, at first it never had any replay value for me, until I listened to both albums, and I was like, you know what, I was thinking to myself, like, you know, it's kind of fire, actually, and it makes sense for me to say it, and I don't really care if people disagree with it, because that's the whole point of this stuff, is I want to see what other people think about it too, and it really won't affect me if anyone dislikes what I had to say, because that's the whole point. gotta talk about it and see what you guys view on your point, and I just wanted you guys to hear me out. But anyway, that is all for today. See ya.